What's going on, guys? Thanks for watching the video. We are now at the review part. We're now going to be looking over two different lights made by Olight. The first one is a flashlight which is the Seeker 2 Pro, and this one is a gun light which is called the PL Pro Valkyrie. I'm going to be going very in depth to this, so the video is going to be kind of long. I want to talk about both lights so you guys can kind of get a better idea of both of these and understand what they're about, and maybe if you want to pick one up. But right now we're going to start with the Olight Seeker 2 Pro. Guys, so here it is. This is the Olight Seeker Pro 2. First off, things inside the boxes may have shifted differently than if you guys buy this light brand new. I've been field testing it for about 4 weeks. It's been actually a little over 4 weeks to test not only its durability, its reliability, its brightness, battery life, and how good is it for police officers in my job, because you guys obviously know that's what I do. So right off the bat, I have to say something about it is the box. The box is amazing, but I know you guys aren't here for a box review. I'm just saying it's really nice to see when a company packages their products respectively and safely. It shows they actually care about the product. The product is actually, like, they actually value it, if you know what I'm saying. It's not just putting a bubble mailer, it's actually taken care of. So as you open the box, you're gonna see a yellow kind of like place card thing. This is simply showing that you have to remove some insulating films and multiple ways to charge it with the flashlight. You have the magnetic charging cable, or you have the L dock, and I'll explain both of those later. Right now we want to go ahead and get into this box. For the yellow plastic piece, you're going to see a black nylon holster and two white boxes in here, packaged literally perfectly. Inside the box on the left is going to be a microfiber cleaning cloth, the magnetic charging cable, and some clips with 3M on the back to help you secure the magnetic charging cable wire where you want to mount it. So it basically allows the cords to be a little neater with these, your microfiber cloth, and this is going to be your magnetic charging cable. In the lower white box, we have the L dock charging mount, the thing that I had mentioned to you guys earlier. Inside here are some screws with anchors, a 3M double-sided mount, and the actual L dock. The L dock can mount with the Seeker Pro 2 in the same position every time you come home. So every time you charge this light, wherever you put the L dock, the light will go in the same spot every time, making it a really clean install. And just to show you a little closer, the actual flashlight mounts to this underside. You would mount this to a wall or wherever you'd want to put it. The charging cable would be attached to the top and the flashlight would hang on. L dock is not something that is required with charging the flashlight. It is just a cool little perk to have it mounted somewhere to make it look really nice. Finally, we have the Seeker Pro 2, which I have in the Desert Tan. Just picking up the flashlight, you can feel it's very heavy, it's very sturdy, it's very well built. The light actually comes with a 3.6 volt 21700 Olight rechargeable battery, which can be accessed from the rear of the light with the rear screwy, twisty lower cap thing, whatever you want to call it. On the bottom of the light, you have the magnetic charging port. This is actually where your charging cable will go, as I'll demonstrate here. You take it, it's simply magnetic, so you could hear it click there, and you pull it off. That is exactly how this flashlight is charged. As I talked about earlier, you can have the L mount, which holds it there a little more sturdier. As you can see here, I'm not supporting the flashlight. I'm only holding the L dock here. Charging cable would then come to the top of the L dock, and you can mount this somewhere to where it would be easy to put every single time you came home from work, or if you just wanted to mount this in your garage somewhere. So let's talk about the light and its features a little bit. The side of the light has milled finger grooves in their dermatoglyphic silicone. Yeah, it's a big word. But to simplify that, it's a non-slip. It's very comfortable. You can see the finger grooves in here. You're not gonna drop the light. If it's raining out, it's nice to have those grooves there and this silicone, because it doesn't feel like you're going to drop the light. Activate the light in its different modes. An oversized rubber button is located on the side of the light. This is where you can turn the light on and off. This is where you change the brightness. This is where you can activate the strobe. It's all done on this little rubber button here, and it's actually a very decent size. As you can see around this light, that is the only spot where it's flat and rubber, so it's very easy to distinguish when you're going for the light. Lastly, the top of the light features 3 high-powered LEDs and a really nice blue beveled type of edge thing. You can kind of see it, trying to show it the best I can in the camera, but it's not smooth up top, it's beveled. which you could use in different ways, just use your imagination, but it is a beveled top, it makes it even more sturdy. It's just a very, very nice finish. Now we want to talk about the important stuff, which I'm sure you guys actually care about. This little light, which is about the size of my hand, has a distance of 820 feet and has a max output of 3,200 lumens. Guys, this thing fits in my hand, 3,200 lumens. Another really cool feature about the light, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are concerned with, is the light is actually IPX8 waterproof, which means it can be submerged underwater for more than a meter. So it's safe to say for me, I can use it during the rain. As you can see here, that is one of the waterproof seals right here. Actually, I have used it in the rain and there really is no difference with the light. If it can go underwater for over a meter, I'm not worried about using this light in the rain. It will do just fine. The Seeker Pro 2 also has 5 different modes, which is awesome. It's not just a single click flashlight. Each of these modes can be toggled by holding down the activation switch, and every time you hold it down, you'll see the green lights go up and change on your left. On the right is the battery indicator, so that's going to show you how much battery life you have left. And before we go out and demonstrate this, I'm going to show you right here exactly what that looks like. The cool thing about the light is it's going to save what its last battery was on, or what the last brightness it was on. So as soon as I click this on, it's going to go back to what it was on. And this is the moonlight setting. As you can see, my battery is full on the right and is on the lowest setting on the left. I'm going to click this and hold it to get to my next setting, and so on and so forth all the way up to this setting. Now you'll notice on the light that there's a missing light up here. However, to access this is called turbo mode. You would double click the light and it would do this. As you can see now on the right, all levels are full because the battery is full, and on the left, all levels are full because this is at the 3,200 lumen level. And I will demonstrate this outside. All right, guys, so mode 5 is going to be a little harder to see because it's the moonlight mode, but you can kind of see it down on the bottom. That is 5 lumens. It lasts for 12 days. This next mode is going to be level 4. It's 50 lumens and it will last for 50 hours. The next mode here is level 3, which is 300 lumens, and it will actually last for almost 10 hours. It's a pretty nice light output. On level 2 here, this is 1200 lumens and will last almost 2 hours. Last mode here is level 1, which is 3200 lumens, better known as turbo mode. This is my favorite mode. So for some comparison here, this is the streamlight that most police departments give you as the flashlight that go on your duty belt. You can see that's the highest mode, and then there is the turbo mode level 1 with mine. You can clearly see the difference. There's no competition. All right, so this next test I wanted to kind of show you guys a comparison, what it looks like on a traffic stop. This is a streamlight. You can see how I have to direct the light right at things in order to see in that area. And this is what I was using then. Again, this is the streamlight. And in comparison, here is the Olight Seeker Pro 2 turned on at a traffic stop. You can clearly tell that there's no comparison. It lights up the entire inside of the car. I almost don't even have to directional it anywhere because it just lights up the entire cab over the inside of the car. All right, so as far as the size goes of the light, it's about 5 inches long, and it is perfect for a duty belt. As you see my duty belt here, I have the all basket weave look, so I actually like using the basket weave instead of the nylon holster that they included, and I'm actually using an old baton holster, and I actually formed it with a heat gun to where it fits my light perfectly and fits on my duty belt amazingly. I love it. Also, I know I mentioned I have the tan light, but you can also get the black version of this. I think the tan one is a little more expensive. This is a little harder to get out when it's not on my waist, but you can get a black one or tan one, it doesn't matter. But as you can see here, it fits my duty belt absolutely perfectly. I love where it sits. So the big question is, what do I think of it? To be straightforward, it is by far my favorite flashlight I've ever owned. I mean, that's without even question. Some final thoughts with the light. As far as durability goes, I've dropped the light multiple times on accident while on duty in the past 4 weeks, and I've actually been worried simply because it's a new shiny toy. However, I've never had an issue with them. There's been no repercussions from dropping it, and it is by far, it feels amazing in my hand, and it's definitely a 5 out of 5. Reliability, I'm gonna have to give it a 4 out of 5. The reason for that is the light has an actual lockout function. If you hold down the middle, the activation light, if you hold this down too much, it actually puts it into a locked out mode, which I'm not too crazy about. I don't really care for the locked out mode. And I've actually done it accidentally twice out of maybe 150 times that I've turned on the light, and I actually locked out the flashlight and had to hold it back down to get the light back on. It's not that big of a deal, but it's something that I've accidentally done a couple times, so I thought I'd mention it. As far as brightness goes, I mean, there's no question, this is a 5. When I'm walking around, guys, I feel like I'm holding the sun in my hand. I can see everything. So this one's huge, and I know a lot of you guys are gonna be worried about that, and this is gonna be the actual battery life. I like to use the turbo mode, which is the double click 3200 lumen mode, almost every time I have the light out. So that means if I'm going on calls or if I'm going to a traffic stop, I always use the turbo mode, the highest mode on the light. I've used this light for multiple 12-hour shifts and used the turbo time within those 12 hours probably close to 30 to 40 times. I have yet to get the light to 50% battery level. It has stayed above 50% since I've owned it. I don't know how. This light lasts a lot longer than like any of the claims. So the battery life is unbelievable, and I feel like that's probably the best part of this entire light. Hey guys, now on to the PL Pro Valkyrie gun light. Much like the Seeker Pro 2, it comes in a very nice, sleek, well-packaged box. And like I said, opening the box, when I open this up, you will know that everything inside here is not exactly how you'll get it. I have been using it for 4 weeks, like I said before, so everything is a little more disorganized, if you will, inside here. Alright, and upon opening the box, you'll immediately see the light. I got this light also in the desert tan color, just something I really liked. That's why I got that in desert tan, as well as my Seeker Pro 2. Upon opening the box, you'll see a plastic tab on the very bottom. It comes with the user manual. You have a rail adapter that sits down underneath this side somewhere. There it is, the rail adapter. You have a tool for adjusting, and you also have the magnetic charging cable. It's a little shorter than the Seeker Pro 2 or the Seeker 2 Pros, but it is the same principle. You can charge either or with the same cable. Upon taking the light out, you're gonna see that it has the same type of mount as well. Like I said, it's the same one. You can use them on both things. So I can use this on the Seeker, and you can use the Seekers on the light. It is the same charging system. It's really nice because if you own several different Olight products, you can always use the different charging cables. So upon getting a little closer to this light, you're gonna notice 2 buttons on the side of this light. The one being here, and the other one being on the exact opposite side with grooves on it around smooth. I really like that because when you put your finger up there, you don't have to look. You'll feel those grooves right away, and you'll know exactly that those are the buttons. So one of my favorite things about this light by far is this black mechanism. This is how you attach it to your gun. You actually put it onto the railings here. You can push in to make the railings a little wider, and then you secure this down like so. To demonstrate this, I have my Glock 17 Gen 5. This is my department issued firearm. All you have to do is take this thing, you push it in, put it on the railing, and then you secure the lever. And that is not going anywhere. I can hold the gun by the light any which way, and it does not go anywhere. Yes, this weapon is also secure for those that are going to wander. PL Pro Valkyrie features a single LED, as you can see inside there. The LED distributes up to 1500 lumens, guys. This single little light is 1500 lumens. I mean, that's insane for a gun light. The beam distance of this light is 918 feet, and it is IPX6 waterproof, so not quite as good as the Seeker Pro or Seeker 2 Pro, Seeker Pro 2, god darn it, I can't remember the name. However, it can be sprayed with hundreds of meters of water and still be working fine. So again, during the rain will be nothing to this light. The PL Pro Valkyrie actually has 3 different modes, which I'm going to show you right now outside. However, before we go out there, they are all done by clicking this button right here, or clicking that button. Change the modes on the light. It is done by simply quickly tapping these side buttons, either or. And to go into the third strobe mode, you click both down. I'm gonna go ahead and head outside to demonstrate each of these modes. All right guys, starting with the first mode, this is level 2. This is the 300 lumens mode, and it will last about 90 minutes. They kick it up to the 1500 lumen mode, which will last for about 2 minutes, and then it kicks down to 600. And then to our strobe mode, as you just saw there. Now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna compare. This is the stream light that most apartments give you. It's what it kind of looks like. It's not very good. And then watch as the Olight PL Pro Valkyrie comes on. You don't even see it anymore. You can see it a little bit on the right there, but the Valkyrie just absolutely obliterates it. This next test I did was basically what happens when you use a firearm, you're clearing a building. This first test is with the Streamlight. You can see it does do the job, but you'll see how the big difference is with the Olight. This is clearing a building with the light on the gun with the Streamlight. Now going in here with the Olight, you'll see my camera has a hard time focusing because of all of the light. It kind of threw my camera off. I sat here trying to focus it, but you can see how there's so much more center mass of the Olight PL Pro Valkyrie, and you can also see there's a lot more bleed, so the entire rooms are lit up. Okay, so this is one of the biggest things about this light that I like. This is actually by far my favorite. On my holster, I have a Safariland holster that is fit for a Streamlight. It is supposed to accept a Streamlight. However, with this Streamlight, even though this is the TLR1, we've even tested it with the HL, which a lot of you guys may be familiar with. Size-wise, you can see the difference. The Streamlight is much larger, but not even near as bright. But here comes my big issue. With the Streamlight, not only do you have to have a tool to get it successfully on there, you can hand tight it, but it will be very wobbly, as you can see. When you put it into the holster, it actually is not smooth at all. As you can tell, getting in, it's very rough, and I have to actually force it all the way down to even get in there. And when I come to pull my firearm out, there is a lot of resistance to get this out. And like I said, this is for the Streamlight. This holster is for this light. Well, let me show you what it does with the Olight. I actually had to cut out me putting on the TLR1 Streamlight onto my gun. On this one, I'm not even going to have to, because I can simply attach to the bottom and latch it, and it's on there securely. That's how much better this light is. And then watch this. If I take my gun, I can easily slip it in with no resistance into my holster, and also remove it with no resistance. It almost is like there is no light whatsoever on this firearm, which is an unbelievable difference between this and the Streamlight, and it makes me feel a lot safer when I'm going to pull my firearm, that there's going to be no resistance. Again, guys, I don't really have much to say about this light other than that it is amazing. The battery level is great, the longevity of it has been awesome, and also the durability has been amazing. However, the brightness of this thing has been by far my favorite, and how it fits into my holster. So guys, if you're looking for a gun light that is going to be very, very bright in buildings or outside, and you're not going to notice it's on the darn gun, this is going to be the one to get. That's going to be it for the Olight Seeker 2 Pro and the PL Pro Valkyrie lights. I do have something I want to mention real quick. This is an extension. It's actually called the RPL 7 that goes onto the back of this light, allowing this to go on a rifle. I don't actually have a rifle that has a rail mount, but you connect this to the rail, and it is actually a switch to allow you to turn on the light from the front of your gun, while your your Valkyrie would be on the front of the gun. In the future, I am going to be getting a rifle to where I can show this, and I will review this then. Guys, if you want 10% off these lights, Olight has been nice enough to provide me with a discount code. It is going to be YummyR6. So if you guys go to Olight's website with the link below, you'll be able to go get one of these lights 10% off. Like I said, if you guys are in the market for a light, I'm telling you, do not look any farther. This fits perfect on your duty belt or for anything you want, not just policing. And for guns, this is going to be the light you want. I'm telling you right now. Just with the comparisons you guys just watched of it versus the Streamlight, not only on my gun, but also outside and clearing a building, is unbelievably different, as well as this light, not only outside, but on traffic stops or wherever else you'll use it. Guys, thanks for watching the video. Sorry this was really long, but I really wanted to get a thorough review done with both of these lights. I hope you guys appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on a future video. Toodles.